Hi, this is Michael Nesbitt again. Here's just another very quick tutorial just on various kinds of linking that may actually help you with your site, help you get a lot of traffic, help you get people who actually follow you, and hopefully this will improve your chances of all of your internet marketing adventures, for want of a better word. Now, the first thing, as you can see here, what I've got here is a thing called link baiting. Now, what this is actually putting up various pieces of information on forums, various pieces of information on your website, just to entice people, to kind of stir up interest. A lot of people do this like during, say, elections in politics, because people are very passionate about politics and very passionate about their point of view. So that can stir up a lot of feedback back and forwards, and people coming to your website and following you, whether they agree with you or even if they don't agree with you. There's a few other areas you can do this in. Sport. People are very loyal. I know I support a football team here in the UK called Newcastle United. We haven't actually won anything since 1969, but the support is so passionate within the city of Newcastle. Newcastle, I can't even say it, within Newcastle. The sport is everyone is so passionate about the football team. And we're always the underdogs in everything that we do. So this element obviously stirs up a lot of, if people say things against the club or anything like that. But it does work within politics, especially at this moment in time. It's now December 2019 and we're in the midst of an election. And this is going to be hopefully a chance for people to get their points across. We're in the middle of Brexit as well. So all of these topics, I think in the US, there's a topic of fuel, which is a massive topic as well, because I think in recent years it's nearly got to $4 a gallon, which makes us laugh here in the UK, because our fuel prices are probably equivalent to about $9 or $10 a gallon, and our country is absolutely tiny. So it's that does make us laugh that it will be that cheap, but in the States you're used to very cheap prices. So that does stir things up. I know I did hear a story recently about someone starting a blog which would get people in the US to the nearest garage with the best price fuel. Now that's something that people would obviously be interested in and would share with other people. So this kind of link baiting is a really good way to generate traffic for your website. Now, if I scroll down, as you'll see, one of the least ways thought is to actually give value to readers. But I believe that it does give you a lot of kudos, and there are various techniques and ways that you can actually get a lot of traffic, the right kind of traffic to your website. And I do believe information is one of the most important ways. If you give information that people are interested in, or even information that people may want to share. A lot of people do this on YouTube, a lot of people do this on their social media pages, and they do it with humor. So they'll do it with various kinds of videos. Now, I believe politics is a great thing to do it with, as I've just mentioned, and sport, it is a great way of doing it. Now, the other thing that you really need to be aware of with link baiting and trying to get traffic to your site is forums. You really need to join various forums that are high ranking forums and putting various questions and debates up there on particular subjects. Now, there will be forums within particular niches, whatever niche you are very passionate about, there will be forums, but there's also other forums, which I'll give you a list of in a second, which are high ranking forums. And there's things like Blogger Talk and things like that, where you can actually just put up various pieces of information that people will respond and give you advice and help on. But if you have links back to your site and it's something possibly a little bit controversial or possibly something very informative, then people will obviously click through to your site, and this gets you traffic. Now, if I scroll down, here we go. Forum posting, I'll just read this out to you. Forum posting, if you contribute to a forum, this should increase your traffic and get backlinks if you build relationships with other marketers. Now, I can't stress enough, if you are doing internet marketing and you're trying to make a success of online marketing, relationships with people is absolutely vital. The community isn't enormous, but everyone is very willing to help everyone else. Because the reason for that is because although a lot of people are in competition with people, a lot of people have fantastic, brilliant lists of customers. And if you can make friends and build a relationship with the advice that you're giving back and forth, this can contribute to helping your own business, because people who are linked to a really, really large affiliate marketer and they see you being mentioned, they see you on forums, they understand where you are in the marketplace, they will come to your site. So it is very, very important to be very, very nice, very honest, very upfront, very open, and very willing to share the information that you have. And this will really, really help your business. Now, a lot of people do come into the world of internet marketing and are very closed about what they do. You have to be completely open. You have to understand that there are millions and millions of people out there for everyone. And if you're great at what you do, and you do offer a lot of really good informative information, or you do ask for help and advice, people will see you asking help and advice, and they will say, oh, I'll help him as well. Here's some advice. This is what happened with me. This is how I did things. And then a few messages back and forwards, and all of a sudden you've got a relationship with this person. And then you can not take advantage, is probably the wrong way to put it, but you can actually ask for advice back. Oh, can you help me with this? This is another problem I had. And this will build a relationship, and you'll find that people are very open and very willing to help, because it's very important to do this. So that's a piece of advice that I would definitely say, do this a lot. Now here, as you can see, there's a list of high-ranking do-follow forums. I would suggest that you do follow all of these forums. No matter what industry you're in, building relationships are vital. Offer good, honest advice in your field on a forum, and people will be willing to share your links. It's all about giving, and you will see great returns. It is all about giving within this industry. So that's just a very, very quick little tutorial on link baiting and why it is important, and how that can actually help you. Have a look online, go onto Google, put link baiting in, and get lots of advice on this, because it does work and it will get more traffic to your website. So I'll be back very, very soon with another very small tutorial to help you with your website and internet marketing. And my name is Michael Nesbitt. Thanks very much. Hi, this is Michael Nesbitt from Bike Marketer. Here's just another very quick tutorial to help you with backlinks, and this is all regarding articles and why articles are important, and how this can actually get people to your site, create traffic for you, create interest, and if you've got offers on there, make you money as well. Now, articles and writing and submitting articles is a great way to promote your website, generate traffic, and get backlinks to your site. Now, it's a backlink tactic. It's if you're in a particular niche and you love what you do and you love the information regarding it and you do write quite a lot about it, then this is perfect for you. If you don't like writing and you don't write, it still can work for you, as there are ways of you being able to put articles together online, put articles together using ghostwriters and things like that, to actually get something really substantial that other websites can then put links on regarding, and get traffic to your website. Now, the way that works is really pretty straightforward. So as I said, if you like to write, great. If not, then you can always use a ghostwriter, and here's a couple of websites where you can get ghostwriters from. The cost in ghostwriters does vary depending on the competency of the actual ghostwriter, but I would go to the likes of Upwork and Fiverr and websites like that, where you can get things done for a really, really genuinely for a reasonable fee. And if you are able to give them examples, then they can spin that whole article and write it so it makes the content completely original. But if you give them enough information on what it's regarding, then this will be able to help the writer understand what they're writing about, and your end result will be obviously much, much better, the amount of information that you give them. Sorry, I'm turning here. I've got the presentation here on the left hand side. But as you can see here, a properly written article will get 2 goals for you, and this is the reason why articles are important on websites for creating traffic and everything. Acquire a backlink from an article directory and get backlinks from the website publishers who can post your article on their site. That's one. Get traffic from people who read the article and click on your link in the resource box. If you don't know what a resource box is, it's normally at the end of the article. And it's important what you put in the resource box at the bottom, because you'll obviously want to highlight, have a hyperlink on key phrases and the interest and the common things that people actually do search for online, and then normally a URL. The reason for that is it's much easier for the person who's on the website, because many people don't have the ability to write HTML code and put the actual body of the article into their website. So them being able to put a link back to all of your website and everything, if they like what they've seen, that's much easier for them to do. And you know, obviously hyperlinks are used constantly all the time. I'll just read on here. The resource box is what is usually what you usually find at the end of the article. As I've just said, it will contain the author's name, obviously yourself, and perhaps a brief description of the author, you know, information about you and what you do and where you come from, your kind of mantra, for want of a better word, and then perhaps a call to action link. Call to action link is very important, and this would normally be the key phrase or word that they're searching for. Say it's a certain kind of diet plan, like a keto diet or a paleo diet, whatever it is, and you would have these keywords in there. If the reader likes what they read, they will have a tendency to want to know more. So if they like the article, your article, then they tend to want more, so they can then link back to your site. The resource will then link to the source article, the source being yourself, and this will entice them to go to your site and do more reading and research about the subject they're interested in. And as I've said here at the bottom, the important engagement has to be eye-catching. So it has to be something that people are interested in, with all the keywords of the moment, like the zeitgeist of what's going on at this moment in time. Obviously here in the UK, there's various things in the press all the time. We're in the midst of an election. So there's various things that come up all the time. If you're in America, you would have heard the word Brexit, not know what it means. This has been going on for 3 years here in this country. Using phrases like this that are in the press or in a particular niche, like keto diets are very popular at the minute, paleo diets and things that are very popular, using those keywords makes it more eye-catching for people. So I will move on here. Don't forget to include a call to action along with the link. Now here's an example which I always try to put in just to show you, because you might not have seen an article, the resource box, and this will give you an idea of exactly what I'm talking about here. Along with the link in the resource box, you submit, when possible, use keywords and phrases. So here's the keyword or the key phrase. It's the way people search online, it's all keywords and key phrases, because it's not obviously just one word that people write into Google. People don't write in just football. If they're looking for football, they'll put in the names of the teams, like, you know, it could be whoever versus whoever. So here's an example of what a resource box would look like. So Julie is both a happy mum and an author of 3 books. Here you go, on early childhood parenting. That's the key phrase. That's the thing that this person, Julie, writes about. So that's the thing that people would often search for, and it's probably the main thing within this niche that they're talking about. And here's a free 21-page report, and there's the link to the website. So the free 21-page report to avoid common pitfalls in raising children. And there's the link back to the site. So this is the kind of thing that is eye-catching. And as I've said at the bottom, just to reiterate again, notice the links are in the key phrase, and the second use the URL. I would always suggest putting in a key phrase in the URL in the resource box. It's very important. It's easier for people to do when they're posting an article on their site. So as I've said, I've reiterated that for you again. So this is the different places. Now there is a huge amount of places you can actually put articles, but the list is so massive. I think I've got the list here actually. I'll lift this list across for you, because this is where you can put articles. These are article directories. Okay, so I'll lift this across so you can see it. So this is the various places where you can post everything. Okay, now this is what normally puts everyone off. So there's the huge list of where you can post directories, but luckily there's 5 main directories. So these are the 5 main ones where you can actually link to. So those are the names. Just put those names into Google and you will find them. But there's also submission services as well. There's people who you can send your article to on a various niche, and they will then submit the article for you. Which is much easier for you, and they would obviously then submit it to not just these top 5, but to loads and loads of directories right across the internet. So that's the main thing regarding articles, and why it's important to have articles on other people's pages who are getting tons of traffic and then a link back to yours. And this kind of backlink obviously has a lot more credibility. And if the article is really good, if you find someone really good on Fiverr or Upwork who is a great writer and you like the stuff that they're doing, then you can give them the information, say, I want you to write about this, this, and this. You could find articles online and just send them, can you write about this subject? This is the angle I want you to write it about. They would then do it, you pay them, and it would come back probably within a very, very short space of time. And then you would have a full article to get up onto your site and get out to various people, and then people will link back, and you will be able to make money from all the offers that you had in that particular niche. So that's another little tutorial there for you. I hope that has really helped you, and I will move on with this, and I will try to do quite a few of these every week. So Michael Nesbitt from Bike Marketer, I hope that helped you on your internet journey, and the best of luck with all of your internet marketing, and I will speak to you very, very soon. Thanks again.